Everybody, welcome back to Monsters Inc. Scare Island. Scream Team.
Yep, we are back. We're continuing our go through of the urban levels.
Huh, 2 mic levels in a row.
The docks.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Okay.
Yes?
Holy cow. Okay, so this is crazy, but this is almost the exact layout, I think, of a Mario 64 ROM hack level. And I'm wondering if that's coincidence or if they were inspired by this game. I'm gonna have to go back and look.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, down by the docks. Oh, I thought you said ducks.
Is that Bubs?
Yep.
It's a poop rat!
So, despite the fact that I recorded this in Duck Station, it's the original. I set it to the original resolution. I wanted to preserve, what the original experience was like. I'm questioning if that was the right decision, because I could have bumped the resolution up to 1080p, no problem, and it would have looked a lot smoother.
It's not as bad as... I feel like even this episode looks better, or maybe I'm just getting used to the crunch.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing...
Yeah.
I'm guessing water's an instant, like, you get, like, falling off a cliff, basically.
Yeah, it takes away 1 health. Most of the stuff Mike does isn't really scary, it's just silly.
Well, he is a funny guy.
Yeah. Sully's actually doing scare tactics.
Frankly, to this day, I still don't understand how he made that microphone disappear. I feel like it was sleight of hand at the end of the movie when he does the big burp.
Yeah.
I've thought about Mike Wazowski's anatomy more than I'd like to admit when it comes to, like, how does this guy work?
Probably because it's somewhat of an extension of discussions regarding Kirby's anatomy.
Oh, yeah. Kirby at least has the canon explanation of he's got a black hole inside of him or another dimension or whatever. But Mike is not afforded that same... Like, basically, his entire his entire anatomy has to be between the bottom of his, like, mouth and the bottom of the ball. Like, that is assuming he has everything we have, so...
Where are her organs?
Okay, I have a problem with that meme. Like...
I do too, don't worry.
Like, is it a criticize... Because, okay, here's the thing. If it was criticizing the size of their waist, that's one thing. But your boobs are just on top of your torso. I don't understand. It's a funny meme.
At some level, it's like, okay, yeah, you guys are taking this a bit too far with the sexy women designs, but at the same point, like, stylization is a thing, and gasp, people like attractive and appealing character designs.
Yeah.
Some people just take it way too far in
That's true.
being like, this woman is so unrealistically drawn.
Yes. I think
it reminds me of that
yeah.
Simpsons meme of Smithers cowering while the 2 dancers are up against him.
Poor Smithers.
Not bad for a guy with 1 eye.
Is that like a building in the distance? Maybe.
I'm not sure. Oh, movie clip time.
Let's see, what is it?
Nothing more toxic.
Oh, it's
or
the one I
deadly
quoted last
than a
time.
human
Yeah.
child. A single touch could kill you. Leave a door open.
I'm curious how they're gonna
Any
change
child
this
could walk
one.
Right into this factory, right into the monster world.
I won't go in a kid's room. You can't make me.
He says it. I don't remember. It's weird. I always remember Flem saying that. That is the name. of the
No,
one guy.
it's that guy in the chair that says it.
So I was at work thinking about this game in Monsters Inc. because I'm bored at work, and it got me thinking. The doors are powered by screams, but they also collect the screams. And I'm curious, like, how they avoid having a horrible feedback loop problem, because
Well,
I mean, maybe
it's the same thing with like oil rigs that are powered by like gasoline or whatever. Like,
oh yeah,
so long as the reserve is there, there's nothing that says that it takes that amount of energy to
Yeah.
retrieve it.
I mean, I guess it's kind of like you could assume that the kid's scream is like an electromagnetic field, and that it's gonna like put out that energy. I don't know. It doesn't make sense, but yeah.
So one thing I forgot to mention last time is that another way they differentiated Sully or Mike from Sully is that Mike can do a Yoshi flutter jump.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So
What can
I would call Mike easy mode in this game because he can do that.
So what can Sully do that Mike can't?
I think maybe his attacks are a bit wider.
Because, Mike has Morph Ball mode, he's got the Flutter Kick, he's got the Bounce. He definitely seems more versatile.
It might be that they just weren't careful about the balance. Maybe I'm forgetting something, and maybe it's just that they didn't intend for them to be equal, and one is supposed to be like a little bit more of a challenge to play.
Booga 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 booga. Booga 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 booga.
Mike, are you scared him, or are you giving him an eye exam?
Booga 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 booga.
You ever had an eye doctor do that, where they like test your peripheral vision?
Peripheral vision?
Yeah, it's where they kind of stick their fingers out, wiggle them in like your periphery to see if your peripherals are good. I've been to the eye doctor
probably.
a lot, so I kind of have the procedure memorized.
Until last year, I hadn't been to an eye doctor in 10 years.
That's sacrilege to me. That's just awful.
Never really needed it.
So it's interesting you had to leave and then go back in.
Yeah, once you quit a level, it sends you back to Scare Island. Then you go back into the doors, and you can select the next level.
Mm-hmm.
But at the very least, this avoids Super Mario 64 syndrome, where our power stars, which in this game are basically the nerves, it doesn't kick you out after you get one.
Mm-hmm. So I'm noticing we're either next to Harryhausen's or we are in Little Monster China District.
Yeah, there's a definite Chinese / East Asian theme going on in the marketplace here. I guess they just thought that would be a nice location for the game. Cause,
I mean, Harryhausen's exists, so that implies something.
Yeah. But that was like a sushi restaurant, which is Japanese.
No, I agree. I'm just saying depictions of like other human cultures clearly pops up, but to be fair, like how much of it is world building, how much of it is we wanted an excuse for them to go to a fancy restaurant that's named after a real... Actually, no. Isn't Harryhausen's a reference to the stop-motion monster guy?
Yeah,
like?
Harryhausen. Oh, no! Oh, crap. Oh, I only got the joke just now with with the chef, the sushi chef in the movie. He's an octopus.
And?
Sushi.
Oh, right. I mean, one of his tentacles is like partly missing. Ha! That's good.
Yeah, I like that one.
I just thought of it. Oh, man, if somebody hacked the textures in this game, the bag on the face just has the text your mom. No. Gosh. Man, remember when your mom jokes were all the rage in the 2000s?
Oh, yeah.
I blame Napoleon Dynamite.
You can blame Napoleon Dynamite for a lot of things.
That is true. It's so weird that in Ben 10 Omniverse, they had an entire episode about Ben's cousin who just is Napoleon Dynamite, played by John Heater. I mean, it's not subtle. It's weird. I don't know. It's like that brief period at some point where It's like, hey, let's have a Harry Potter themed episode. Like in Cyber Chase, they had like 2 whole episodes where it's like, you guys just basically made a bad parody of Harry Potter, and I don't know why. At least in Kirby, they like justified it by having a famous children's author show up in Dreamland, and she wrote Harry Potter or some shit. I don't know. Trends are weird.
Yeah. I mean, it has... In the 2010s, was there a lot of, like, Marvel parodies going around where
Yes!
shows would
Remember
just do
what I
that?
said earlier at that Christmas dinner party? That Trolls 2 World Tour is just Infinity War with trolls. It really is.
Huh.
And I think it's all the worse for it. So, is the Monsters Inc. Level in Kingdom Hearts 3 pretty good?
Yeah, I'd say it was pretty good. It's definitely far from the worst level in that game.
I would say...
Pixar made off pretty well in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, I noticed. I mean, the Toy Story world looks so good that for a second I thought it was like footage of a movie. But yeah, I really like Sora's monster design in that level. It's well done.
I would say that the Monsters Inc. world in KH3 had the single best scene.
I'll have to see it when I get there, eventually. Should I play my first playthrough with any mods?
There's a couple I could recommend that just are quality of life and whatnot.
I'm still need to finish 2, and by finish, get past the gosh dang Roxas section.
I still like the Roxas section.
No, I don't
Play it
hate
every
it.
time.
I don't hate it. I'm just... That shows how little I've done to the game.
Yeah. So this is a quote-unquote puzzle.
It's very Metroid Prime 2 echoes that one room with the raise and lower the 3 pillars thing.
This one is just keep hitting the gongs until they all move into position.
Okay.
It's not like any order or something. It's just like hit all 3 of them once and then that one on the left twice.
Okay. See, this looks like Mr. Waternoose if he was like Buddha? I don't know. I mean, you would assume that like different monsters there's definitely like more than one of each. Like Mike's mom looks like Mike.
You would assume, yeah. They just didn't want to have that too much. They wanted to have as many unique monster designs as possible.
Which is good. I'm glad they did that. Which reminds me of... Oh.
Because we need this.
I had to do it.
Our city is counting on you to collect those children's screams. Without Scream, we have no power.
Gasp.
Yes, it's dangerous work, and that's why I need you to be at your best. I need scarers who are confident.
I wonder if the background music is the same or if they changed that like the Foley.
That sounds like it.
James P. Sullivan.
So I'm noticing these clips are in order.
That was one of the few times where one clip goes directly into the next one. In a bit here, we're going to get to clips that jump around and forward in the story a lot more. Because there's only so much you can do with... I think there's like 18 total in the game.
Well, I'm definitely going to have to fix the clipping in that screen, but it was worth it. No, it wasn't. Did you ever watch Monsters at Work?
I think I may have caught part of one of probably the pilot out of the corner of my eye or something.
It's weird. I've never had a show... How do I explain this? Like, so there's early installment weirdness. I would call this... Like, it's been so long since this, since the movie that any lore we add is just going to make the world feel weird. Because they do things that I'm just like, wait, what? What are you saying? Like the factory works like this, and you apparently have a competitor in your power like there's another power company that's a oh, here we go. I always liked Mike's chair. It looked cozy.
Yeah. Scary monsters don't have black.
See, it's funny because Monsters U directly goes against that. And I hate it.
Not even breaking a sweat. Not you. Look,
And fall.
So yeah, you also get a movie clip after you get all of bronze medals in all the levels in one area.
You'll now be able to use the trampolines, so
Oh.
keep an eye out for them.
Gasp. Did they make that sound using a timpani, you think?
Dunno.
Because I've always associated that sound with a timpani.
All right,
Oh,
time for our
Randall
first
fight.
quote-unquote boss fight.
It's a slide.
Cue the Mario 64 music.
No, worse. Cue the gosh darn Donkey Kong 64 music for the slides. Did you ever play through that game?
Not very far into it.
Okay, because the slides are the most ass thing in the entire game. There's this one against this bug, and you're collecting coins just like this, and it's so ball-bistleringly hard that, like, it's awful. Like, people love to praise that game, but it has problems.
Yeah, so you have to collect a certain amount of tokens before you complete the level, which I just reached that. And they also put in the new thing that you just unlocked, so there's the trampolines here that let you skip past certain points, but generally if you go the long way, you'll get more tokens.
So, I'm assuming, since you can do these whenever, then you won't have the trampolines if you do it earlier.
I actually went back and checked. If you try to select it before you've gotten the requirements, it doesn't let you do it. So
Okay.
you can't do these early.
So did you need at least 100? I did not pay attention.
75. This level is pretty easy, so long as you push forward to speed up.
Hey, fellas, hey, Jerry.
Hey, Mr. Sullivan.
Guys, I told you, call me Sully.
I don't think so. We just wanted to wish you good luck today.
Hey, come on, get lost, you two. You're making him lose his focus.
Oh, sorry.
See you later, fellas.
Go get him, Mr. Sullivan.
Quiet, you're making him lose his focus.
Oh, no. Sorry.
Shut up! Very
Oh,
pimply-faced
it's good to
scene.
hear that this squeaky voice teen is getting more work.
Do you think it's the same guy?
Your satisfactory completion
Maybe.
of urban training grounds has earned you access to the desert training grounds lying just beyond this gate.
Oh, wait. So that wasn't unlocked?
No, you couldn't go to the
Oh.
desert or
Okay, I thought the
snow yet.
game let you go anywhere.
No, not yet. It's fairly linear in that sense. You can pick which levels within a field, but not the field itself.
It's funny, Mr. Waternoose's model in this game makes it look more like he has a robot bottom rather than that being a part of his carapace.
Yeah. Now, before we head to the desert, we're going to do cleanup on the urban field, because now we have everything to get 100% back here.
Yeah, I see.
So, time to actually start getting some silver and gold medals.
Nice. Train.
And if you want to figure out where to go next, just search out the whatever you just unlocked. So right here's the trampoline. They'll
Right.
take
Oh,
us to
that's
the rest
right.
of it.
So this will be really quick for cleanup, I mean.
Should
Maybe?
be, yeah. This one's a
Oh,
little bit interesting,
I
because
thought you just fall. through
this
the
it's
tunnel.
interesting. I think this is like the only level in the game where you have to go through another loading zone to get to another area of the level.
Oh, it's definitely big enough. Oh no. Barrels from nowhere.
Yep, time to play Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong Arcade.
Yeah, Donkey Kong. Man, imagine a world where they decided that was the Mario formula, where you just, like, a 3D dodging barrels simulator. That would be awful.
Yeah.
I think, too, that awful... Oh, it's Randall. I guess they weren't coming from nowhere.
Cue the Mario 64 music again.
Oh.
So this is why there were no tokens in the rest of the level. They were all here.
Okay. Did you miss some?
I did, but I was trying to beat the nerve, so I forgot what you get for beating it, but it was a couple extra lives.
You have the physique of Atlas. Do poses with me. That's a SpongeBob reference for all you kids out there.
I tried to get as many mailboxes as I could, but I kept forgetting, so some of them I just was like, eh.
You know, I don't know what it says about my current mental health that you said mailboxes, and I thought you meant boy boxes. Like, that is semi-disturbing that... Oh, gosh. I need more sleep. You said mailboxes.
Box?
Okay, mail boxes as opposed to female boxes.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, my brain is fried. Well, his ass is gonna feel this in the morning.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, so you got the silver medal. Whoa. Is there just gonna be a nerve that wasn't there before now?
Yeah, watch.
Okay.
So yeah, they do show you where it appears, and just for this one level, because it's in a completely different loading zone, they just wait until you leave to show it, because normally it shows you as soon as you are done saving or skipping.
So, I've been thinking about how this game looks, and I'm reminded of this game I had on the DS I got maybe for Christmas or something random. I play. It was a DS game of. Oh, nice gold medal. Yeah, it was Garfield 2: A Tale of Two Kitties, and it was not good.
Oy.
It was. I don't know, like.
What did you even do in it?
It was basically a. So imagine a much worse Kirby 64. Where, you know, it's 2D, like you're in 3D areas, but you're locked to a plane, and you're just kind of, you know, collecting stuff and get to the end of the level.
So it was just a little platformer, like 2D platformer.
Yeah, it was really shitty. I don't know, like, it's weird. There's games that are like, you're blinded by nostalgia, and then there's games where not even nostalgia can save it.
Oh, yes.
Ha, it's like Catherine. Not that that's bad. I'm saying that specific spot reminded me of Catherine, the game, where you climb the boxes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, does Mike propose to
Celia?
Yeah. Wow.
I don't...
Wow, I don't think he does.
Yeah, I don't think he does. Speaking of remembering female character names, I was wrong last part. Jesse's owner was Emily.
I knew it! I remembered because that's my sister's name. Because I remember my brother had a... No, what am I, high? No. We never had a Jessie doll. Never mind. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm surprised. I've seen a lot of Woody dolls, but I don't know if I've ever seen a Jessie doll in the wild, even back then.
Huh.
I'm surprised. Like, honestly, Toy Story should be the merch machine. Oh, yeah.
In a lot of ways, it kind of is. It's
Yeah.
probably the most popular of Pixar's properties.
Yeah, I mean, probably beaten only by Cars in the terms of merchable device. Like, the Sweetheart Hot Wheels deal is not bad for them making hand over fist.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Apparently, the scenario for Toy Story World in Kingdom Hearts 3 is canon.
Right.
It's set between Toy Story 2 and 3.
If I recall, I remember they said it's canon, and basically somebody at Pixar, like whatever directors, like the hell do you mean it's canon? You don't just get to say it's canon. But whatever.
I wonder what the canonicity of the Monsters Inc. scenario is, because it's a sequel to the film.
I mean, it's curious because, like I said, Monsters at Work is literally right after the events of the first movie. And I don't like how it... Basically, it's like the show tries to bridge the gap between them walking out of the factory and them figuring out that laughs are better than screams.
Oh, so it's between those 2 points in time.
Yeah, it's weird. And the weirdest part is it takes them... They have this big character arc of like the main character that nobody gives a damn about because we weren't here for that guy. We were here for Mike and Sully. Basically, it's like, oh, what if we combined a bunch of canisters because we need more capacity? And it's like, oh, gee, that's the real great... What a revelation. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think, you know what? I think part of the reason I'm bitter about it is the entire thing, like the entire plot is the idea you got your dream job and now the industry that you have your dream job in no longer exists.
Yeah, I did know that much about Monsters at Work.
Yeah. The weird part is it does imply, like, if they fail to make the laugh thing work, like, then their competitor who still does screams will, like, keep, like, doing their thing and they'll go out of business, which I find, I don't know, like, that implies Monsters, Inc.'s world has privatized power, so interesting lore building there, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I liked it better when it felt more like it was, like, they just have the one thing, but yeah. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say that sometimes it feels like the game eats my inputs. Some of the times I just fail and fall are my own fault. Other times I could have sworn I pressed the button in time.
I wonder... So you know how the 2319 guy got horribly maimed and shaved?
Yeah.
I wonder what Sully looks like without hair. Oh. They shave him and he's just John Goodman.
And there's probably a meme for that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Honestly, I think it's probably my favorite role he ever did. Well, that or Pacha from Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It's funny. I feel like there was a time where famous actors doing voice acting bits felt more respectful. And then as time went on, it just felt less and less respectful. I'm looking at you, Chris Pratt. I mean, I can't blame the guy for getting the paper, but come on. He's Mario and Garfield. Like, stop it. He does not fit either of those roles. Like,
yeah.
At least Jack Black made sense. And Jack Black's done, like, a lot of voice acting.
Yeah, I mean, in a world where we have a lot of top-tier actors that are specifically voice actors and do a lot of work, Hollywood insists on using big-name Hollywood actor stars, you know, their own people.
I hate it because it's a very rich-get-richer scenario, whereas, like, people are like, oh, actors, you know, these big-name actors, they make so much money, and they do. But then you get voice acting, and even the most famous voice actors in the world gotta just go, 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 go if they want to make a living. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
There's a reason Tara Strong does so many things.
Not bad for a guy with one eye.
Woo.
And the thing is that screen acting is does not necessarily translate over to voice acting.
Not at all.
Sometimes it absolutely can, but you can't take that for granted.
Yeah. Like, I think none of us expected Mark Hamill to go from being Luke Skywalker to the best Joker ever to walk the earth. But, yeah.
But what are some other screen actors that are also really good at voice acting?
Okay, maybe I'm biased, but I really do think that Christian Bale does a good job as Hal in Hal's Moving Castle. Maybe that's just because I really like that movie. Let me think.
It's a bit obnoxious how the one, like, older woman is obviously just Megara.
Wait,
And
who?
that's in Spirited Away. I jumped Studio Ghibli movies there.
Oh, you mean from Hercules?
Yeah, there's one line in particular where it is aggressively just like doing Megara's voice and her like character performance.
Yeah. Yeah, she did really good in Steven Universe's Pink Diamond / Rose Quartz. Like, she did a much different character for that.
And it's not a bad performance or anything. It's just very, very obvious.
Well, it looks like we're about done here.
Oh yeah, I was gonna go into something else, but yeah, we're done. All right, see you in part 3 then.